Welcome back to Learn with Eamon. What if I told you there is a way to see through every expense in a business to find hidden profits, cut waste, and price products perfectly? That's the power of cost accounting. And in this masterclass, I'm going to explain it to you from zero to expert with real life examples, industry insights, a complete cost sheet, and career opportunities that could change your life. So grab a notebook and let's begin. What is cost accounting? Cost accounting is more than just numbers. It's strategic tool businesses use to plan, produce, and profit. While financial accounting looks backward, cost accounting looks inside. It answers how much did we spend, where did we spend it, can we do it cheaper and better? Let's talk about the definition that you must know. So, cost, the value of resources consumed like money, time, materials. Cost center, a department or unit where cost is incurred. Cost unit, a measurable unit like per box, per service, etc. And cost accounting, the art and science of recording, classifying, and controlling costs to improve business decisions. The objectives of cost accounting. Cost ascertainment. What does it cost to make one unit? Cost control, spot waste, fix inefficiencies, reducing machine downtime. Cost reduction, permanent strategies to reduce expenses without hurting quality. Decision making, should we increase price, outsource, or launch a new product? Inventory valuation, know the accurate value of stock at any point. Profit planning, estimate, budget, plan with precision. Smart businesses don't guess, they cost, and that's what gives them the edge. So, elements of cost. So, direct cost, direct material, raw inputs like flour in a bakery, direct labor like wages of workers making the product, direct expenses like hiring a special technician for product design. Prime cost is equals to sum of all direct costs. So indirect cost, production overhead, factory rent, equipment repairs, admin overhead like office salaries, internet bills, selling distributions overhead like advertising or logistics. So next we have the methods of costing. We have some methods like job costing, process costing, contract costing, batch costing, unit costing, and operating costing. Let's study each. So we have job costing. So where it's used in customized work like interior designs. If we talk about process costing, so we use it in mass production like chemical and oil factories or etc. If we talk about contract costing, it's being used in long-term projects like road works. Batch costing is being used for group production like pharma tables, and unit costing is being used for standard unit goods like bricks. And finally, we have operating costing, which is being used for services like buses or hospitals. One method doesn't fit all. Choosing the right costing method is like choosing the right recipe for a dish. So accuracy depends on it. So let's talk about some techniques of costing. Like first of all, we have marginal costing, which is only variable costs are used. Great for break-even analysis, pricing during competition. Absorption costing, all costs like fixed plus variables included and required for external reporting in many countries. Now let's study about standard costing. So it set a standard, then compare with actual, helps spot performance issues. If we talk about uniform costing, the same costing system across all companies in an industry makes benchmarking easy. Okay, so time to compare cost accounting with financial accounting. Cost accounting's purpose is to improve performance, while financial accounting's purpose is to report to stakeholders. Cost accounting is being used by managers, while financial accounting is being used by investors and government. So, cost accounting's frequency is as much as needed, while financial accounting's frequency is periodic, like monthly or yearly. And cost accounting is based on estimates and actuals, while financial accounting based on historical facts. Financial accounting tells you what happened, while cost accounting tells you why it happened and how to do better next time. So, career scope and future of cost accounting. In demand careers: cost accountant, financial analyst, cost controller, budget manager, ERP consultant, and CFO with a cost background. Industries: FMCG, aviation, tech, health, construction, and consulting. Modern trends: AI-based costing tools, blockchain for traceable cost flows, cloud ERP integration, sustainability, and green costing. The future belongs to accountants who understand cost, strategy, and technology. In a fast-moving market, choosing the right costing technique can either make or break your next business move. For better understanding, let's study through a story. So, meet Zara. She runs a small candle making business. She wants to know how much does each candle cost to produce? Is she pricing it right? Where can she save money? So, let's follow Zara's story throughout this video to understand every concept practically. So, elements of cost. Direct materials are wax, jars, wicks of rupees, let's say of rupees 60, direct labor of Zara's own effort of rupees 30, direct expenses of custom packaging, let's say of rupees 10. So we have our prime cost of rupees 100. If we take factory overhead, we have rent and electricity of rupees 20, admin overhead, website fees, marketing of rupees 15, selling overhead, shipping and promotions of, let's say, rupees 25. So total cost is rupees 160. So profit added of rupees 40, then selling price that we got is rupees 200. So we got our price, which is 200. So according to that, which of the following is an indirect cost for Zara's business? Wax, custom packaging, Facebook ads, or jar labors? The answer is Facebook ads, which is selling overhead. So next we have our cost behavior and decision making. Costs don't behave the same way. Some rise with production, others stay fixed. Understanding cost behavior can save companies millions. So fixed costs, like example, Zara pays rupees 10,000 monthly for studio rent, whether she makes 10 candles or 1,000. Variable costs are like wax cost increases with each candle. Semi-variable costs are like electricity bill, base charge plus usage charge. Break-even analysis with Zara's business example. At what point does Zara stop making losses and start earning profits? That's called break-even point. So we have formula of break-even is equals to fixed cost over selling price minus variable cost per unit. Zara's examples of fixed cost of rupees 10,000, selling price of rupees 200, variable cost of rupees 100. So we got our break-even point is equals to 10,000 divided by 200 minus 100 is equals to 100 units. Cost versus price confusion. Some customers may ask, why are your candles of rupees 200? Isn't wax cheap? Then we can say that includes packaging, marketing, shipping, and my time also. And still, I barely earn of rupees 40 per candle. If this helped you, hit like, subscribe, and comment your favorite part below. So, see you in the next video. Till then, stay tuned and happy learning.